Microphone.
Okay.
All right. Well, Rumble's here and YouTube is here. All right, everyone is all set. How happy are we? Well, welcome to Fido Live, number 135. It almost rhymes there. Let's start with what the chief colorist hath wrought. Yeah. This is tomorrow. Although if I look out my window right now, I see that the city is still digging itself out from a snowstorm. Apparently not in Fido's universe. Bo says we have Dino, Bo, Fido.
What? Did we actually get a lot of snow?
Yeah, about a couple inches.
Oh, okay.
Looks like it's going to rain. Dino looks up into the sky. How can you tell? And over here we have Felicia in a raincoat. Oh yeah, rain in the Fido universe, snow in the real one. I really predicted that one, didn't I?
Whoops.
Oops. Sorry about that. I had to hit Irving camera 1.
Well, in your defense, when they told us it was going to be a lot of snow in the past 15 times, there was nothing. So.
Plus, I do these a couple weeks ahead of time.
Oh yeah, well that's true.
All right, here is the Tuesday. We have Bo, Dino, Fido, there's Felicia. Later on, Closet Cat. But most of them don't do anything. Fido, get the mail. Is that a good idea? How could he possibly cause any trouble? And he's dragged in the mailman by the mail bag. A little wagging tail going on here. No mail today, sir. Let's get that away. Here is the Wednesday. Fido and Bo. Why do you insist on arbitrary rules? Stop breaking things. See, there you go again. Just behave. Can you be more specific? Yes, if you want to do something, don't do it. But I don't want to do that. Thursday, return of Dino the teacher. Little girl, Dino. I told my parents about how all we do all day is watch TV, and they think we should be learning stuff. Dino calmly puts down his coffee cup. Okay, we're going to learn show and tell. I'll show you the good grades you're going to get, and you don't tell anybody we're watching cartoons all day.
Deal.
I think a car just went by dragging something.
Yeah. Or it could be a plow.
Here is the Friday. Just about the entire cast. I don't need to introduce them now, do I? Back in the 18th century, you could pay your admission to the zoo in London by bringing a cat or dog to feed the lions. No way! Barbaric. Hey, sit and drink a while. Where do you want to go tonight? The zoo. And we're done with the chief colorist stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get this off the board. All right, this is the Saturday. Looks like it's all ready to go to the colors. We have a touching little nighttime moment where Bo is reading bedtime stories to the dogs and the cats, and Dino's trying to sleep on the floor. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her dog a bone. What's a cupboard? A fridge? A cabinet. It was before refrigeration. How did she keep the cat's milk cold? She didn't have a cat. Yeah, no cats. That's why they call it a grim fairy tale. And they lived happily ever after. Now go to sleep. No cats. Waggedy tail. There's the Saturday.
Okay.
And here is Monday. We start the week with Dino the teacher. The principal is walking down the hallway and going by Dino's classroom and happens to look in to see Dino actually at the board with a student. Looks like he's actually teaching. And the principal goes off kind of smiling. Okay, the job is being done. Meanwhile, they're just playing tic-tac-toe. That one to the chief colorist. And here is Tuesday. Took some racer crumbs on it. Bogash, Fido knocked out on the floor, and Felicia with a bent and broken golf club. What happened to Fido? I know the cat seems so independent and self-sufficient, but beneath that confident exterior lies a sensitive creature. How sensitive? Nothing a few more hits won't fix.
Oh,
there's Tuesday. Wednesday, now we finally get something we got to do. We can do the finished penciling on this one today. Now, you folks at home can't see much of any of this, so I'll just explain what's going on. We have Dino and Fido. Felicia's sleeping in the background. They're in the living room set watching the television, which is in the foreground here. Fido comes up, points to the TV. What's going on? It's a police car being recorded by a traffic helicopter. Hey, there's a dog. Yeah, a K9 unit. So they're chasing cats? Obviously. That's a cute one. We'll just... this one, the finished penciling's already been done. It's the Thursday. The reason it got mixed up in the rotation. We have Fido's customer. I don't think I've ever given this character a name. And Fido at his Fido's Land of Merchandise stand. It looks like he's purchased a blender. Can I have a receipt? The sign says no refunds without receipts. Sure, that'll be $5. You charge for receipts? Yeah, but no refunds on the receipt. And oh, that's it. Wow, we only have the 2 that we can possibly work on. So I thought I had much more. So I guess we'll just be doing penciling. And there we go. There's our pencil. I think I probably should sharpen that. Otherwise, it's pointless. I'm thinking, what the hell? Let's do the whole presentation. These are the lovely black wings that my fine patrons assisted me in purchasing. Black wing pencils were used by award-winning creators throughout the 20th century. Despite a cult following, they fell victim to cost-cutting measures in the 1990s. Yeah, the machine that made that little round thing broke.
Hey, well, that little round thing's important.
And they were discontinued, but not forgotten. Analog-minded devotees began paying as much as $40 for a single pencil. We acquired the brand in 2010 and brought Blackwing back to a growing culture of artists, musicians, and everyday people looking to unplug and live.
We kept the $40 price tag.
And live mindfully. Yeah, it's $40 for 12 of them now, rather than just one. But it's my most what's the word I'm looking for? My biggest waste of money. My most indulgent. That's it. It's my most indulgent thing. But they're beautiful pencils. Quincy Jones lives by them. And if it's good enough for Quincy, what? What are you, a racist?
Quincy just passed.
Did he?
Not that long ago.
Oh.
I think.
I didn't know.
So he dies by them now.
I'm sorry, the estate of Quincy Jones, I didn't know. As you know, cartoonists are the dirtiest, filthiest creatures on the face of the planet, so I have to wear this, a glove, to keep me from getting the page here any filthier. And actually, since I'm extra special filthy today, I'm going to wear 2 gloves. It's a double glover. You ever heard of, she's so ugly, I got to put 2 bags on her. Really, she steps on my fucking jokes, people.
I was afraid what you were going to say.
Irving, camera 1, can you zoom in really close in here so I can get you off my shoulder?
Quincy Jones died in November.
Great job there, Irving. He even got it all framed nicely. What we're going to do is just called finished penciling. Just try to get the characters. And, look what I'm doing. I'm putting my hand on this pencil mark and I'm smudging it. So I got to put down a piece of paper to keep me from smudging any further. Mm-hmm. And, what do we got here in our stack of stuff? Well, looks like Bill Belichick and his girlfriend have made the scene. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but down here we have Bill in his Super Bowl rings. We know what he did to win those. And here's Bill's girlfriend, the 24-year-old Jordan Hudson. She's wearing a Super Bowl ring. Yeah, I wonder what she did to win hers. It's kind of funny. Is Bill's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah. Oh wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this hand. 4 in this hand. 2 on that hand. No, 3 on this hand. So 7, 8. 8 rings? Boy, he's gonna have to change the name of his boat. We might remember our coach, Bill Belichick, formerly dated here Linda Holloway from Channel 38 Sports, and upgraded, I suppose, to
Oh, Linda
to a cheerleader.
Linda was fine.
And who suffers in all these things? I'll tell you who suffers. Nike, the dog. All right, we've already spoken about Bill Belichick. Hey, I kind of like what Jaden Smith has done with his wardrobe. We used to remember Jaden. Jaden used to look like this, but on the Oscars, the Grammys, he was wearing a Men in Black suit with a castle on his head, inspired actually by Transylvanian castles and the designer of booty. Yeah, okay.
In black.
Good job,
Imagine
Dave.
sitting behind him.
And I kind of like what Kanye West is doing with Brianna Sansoris. Brianna's dressing as a naked woman, and Kanye's dressing as her pimp.
Oh. Oh my God! What is she wearing?
Nothing. The bodysuit.
But why would she? Oh. Leave
And,
something to the imagination.
In the category of most improved media star, we have Brie Larson. Now we remember that Brie has improved her ass by exercising, and she's improved her body a bit more. She has those stomach muscles. Look at these stomach muscles, as we've spoken before. She's got her titties all nice up, and she almost smiled in this one when she was advertising for the Marvels. But she's given everything up and chopped off her hair, and we've already said farewell to America's sweetheart, because we know we were never going to see those Brie Larsons anymore. So Brie is now this, and she's in a Sophocles play called Electra. I don't know if you took medieval literature, or actually this is medieval literature. Yeah, this is ancient literature, ancient Greek. Sophocles was around 500 BC. The tagline for this Electra thing is, "There is something bad here, growing, day and night. I watch it growing."
Wow.
They gave it 2 out of 5 stars.
Wow. Deep.
So, a reason why I wanted to bring this up is Brie was asked questions about misogyny in the world and why everyone doesn't like her. And she says, "I can't answer that question without it becoming a problem for me." Good answer, Brie. That's fine.
That's fine. Don't.
I would say just shut up and smile and show us your tits, but you're not going to do that anymore. So just shutting up is fine with me.
Speaking of misogyny.
Oh yeah. Speaking of misogyny, we're going to talk about Jurassic World with what used to be Scarlett Johansson. What used to be Scarlett Johansson.
Stop it.
We used to have this woman. We used to have this woman. Now we have this woman.
Oh, is she not wearing anything?
Oh, Scar? Well, we've gone through this before.
I know. I'm just remembering.
This is actually taken with a particular camera that sees
that
through
made it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually wearing like a red shirt, a red dress closer to the color of the carpet.
Oh, yeah.
So, Scarlett has her hair pulled back. She's kind of puffy in the face. She's got these deltoid muscles now, which she didn't have before. She remember her shoulders used to curve like a woman's. Well, not anymore. They're at these sharp angles. And she's playing the Chris Pratt part in Jurassic World. I'd like to remind the good people who make Jurassic World, this movie's going to make $1 billion because everyone around the world wants to see dinosaurs. Well, at one point, a lot of people around the world wanted to see robots fighting robots. And you had a great director who liked to do boom, bang, boom, boom. And he was making $1 billion for you. But as the movies didn't improve and the quality got worse and worse, people stopped paying for those movies. And you might want to pay attention to the quality of your film. If you think you're going to put up another crappy, by the numbers, Jurassic World ship and make $1 billion, you might be able to do it this time. You won't be able to do it next time. And speaking of burning your audience, Disney. They're in charge of National Geographic these days. And what do we got? I kind of love this. The whole USAID scandal that everyone's talking about. I knew Disney would be all up in it. And yes, they are all up in it.
That surprised me a little.
Well, so far, this is what they found. USAID was giving them net geo content. And they made a horrible show called
Glass of Zum 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 or something.
Yeah. Team Sayari. Created under a partnership involving USA, U.S. Department of State, and Walt Disney, National Geographic, and Wildlife Direct. And I've seen a few clips of it, and it's well, there's not $20 million there on the screen.
I want to know why. Why would they get money? That's insane.
Well, anyway, everyone's really enjoying the story. Hey, CNN did a thing saying that this is another right-wing conspiracy talking points, but in the same headline, they discuss U.S. aid being given to
like legit things?
to another media outlet.
Oh,
I didn't think to bring that story with me at the time.
Well, doesn't that make no sense, CNN?
Yeah, it's a right-wing conspiracy, this USA thing. So Politico is worse than you think. It's not just the $8 million that Politico received from USA aid. It's the $34.3 million that Politico has received from various swampy federal government agencies. Politico is, without a doubt, a totally corrupt propaganda arm. So,
wow.
I was watching the the White House briefing in which she announced Politico. And imagine you're a White House briefings reporter for Politico.
Okay.
You're a graduate of Columbia University School of Journalism and still have unpaid student loans looming.
Mm-hmm.
You used to sit in the front row and your whole story was faxed to you the night before. Now you sit somewhere in the back and you're forced to pre-write your own headlines on an old Intel 486 laptop. The omelet bar is gone and now fucking Trump is serving jelly donuts. The paycheck in your purse is going to bounce. And you're being dunked on by some blonde piece of fluff who's announcing that taxpayers will no longer support your employers. Her son is bullying your son over at Sidwell Friends. You have a $5,200 a month mortgage payment on a townhouse in Georgetown and a lease on a $70,000 BMW. And you think your husband is cheating on you with a girl who makes her living showing her feet on the internet. Best case scenario, this time next year, you'll be making artisan candles in Maine. So, how is MSNBC going to pay a Rachel Maddow's paycheck now?
Good question. Very good question.
I think I did the math off the back from the envelope, and since she's working 5 days a week now, we're guessing 50 weeks. No, she's not going to work 52 weeks. You have to make an average, what was it, $8,000, $80,000 a show just to pay for her.
Yep.
Anyone who's on YouTube getting YouTube ad rates can get the idea how impossible that is with a show like Rachel Maddow's. So, USAID has also funded a $20 million nonprofit Sesame workshop for a show called Al-Shism Iraq. In an effort to promote inclusion, mutual respect, and understanding across ethnic, religious, and sectarian
Which are all
groups.
fine things.
All fine things, but they're just not going to work in Iraq. So we have Iraqi Elmo here.
Oh no! Oh no! Get that off the screen.
Elmo.
No.
Elmo says, Allah Akbar.
No. By the way, did we get snow last night?
We did get a disappointment a couple days ago. So I get up around 7:30 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and put on YouTube, and there's this countdown from Marvel Fantastic Four. And they keep on showing these different shots of rockets and capsules and space suits, and there's a rocket on a pad, and it looks like they're filling, and you hear the mission control specialists over the 1960s era radio, like chatting to each other about systems checks and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this is going to be great. They're actually going to do some sort of meta thing where they launch a rocket up and they say that the actors from Fantastic Four are on there, and this is the rocket trip that gives them their powers. That way we don't have to see the friggin' origin story of these fucking characters in the next movie. You can already do this whole meta advertising thing beforehand where you talk about how the brave Fantastic Four went up there, but they came down with superpowers. Now they're really fantastic. You know, I thought we were going to get that. So I wait with bated breath as the countdown comes down. And when it hits 0, do I get a rocket blasting off or anything? No. I get these 4 punks dragged out onto a stage with this body-positive woman who's never cut her hair in her life. Like, her hair is going down Crystal Gale, down past her butt. These like super dreadnought, the rope-sized dreadnoughts. Now, we got Pedro over here. He's dressed in plaid pants with flags of the world on his shirt. They match.
That what was on the shirt?
This is, I don't even know who these actors are. So I assume this is Ralph Ineson. This is the guy. No, that's Galactus. Who plays? Look at this. He's not even. The Thing is not even in the friggin' Ebon Moss. This has got to be Ebon Moss guy. This is the guy who plays the Thing. And I got IMDb here, and they don't even give him a freaking credit. Vanessa Kirby gets top billing, then Joseph Quinn, then Pedro Pascal. So it's not even alphabetical. And Julia Gardner, then Ralph the Galacticus. So the Thing, I guess, is Ebon Moss Barker or something like that. Well, anyway, dressed fine. Johnny Storm, he's dressed all in black. This is Joseph Quinn, JQ, whatever. And here is Julia Gardner. Now, I want to point something out to you. They're here at like 8 in the morning. This is early for them. Actually, even earlier because this is at Johnson. No, it's Eastern Coast time. She is twice the size of these guys. Almost twice the size. Okay, granted, she's wearing like 8-inch heels here, and a woman shouldn't wear. When a woman's that tall to begin with, probably should go for lower heels anyway. But look how she's dressed in this bondage-like outfit, and she's all made up. This woman's taken a couple of hours to get ready. Where old Pedro here is just barely rolled out of bed. You can still see the wrinkles in his clothes.
And he didn't even match the animals.
And yeah, it's sort of it's funny here. It's how well put together is how they are here. Pedro's all wrinkly and looks, as he was shaved, looks like shit. This guy hasn't even shaved and his shirt's open, no tie. He's still a little rumply. This guy's all put together. Sure, he has no tie, but he's, black suit. Everything's clean and pressed. He's shaved. He looks good. And she is dressed to the nines. So it's and we got this sycophantic audience who's listening to the floor director. So they're applauding and screaming and laughing at everything. And it's literally what is a 4 or 5 minute show, even that, where they just press the button and they show the damn Fantastic Four trailer, and that's all they hauled these guys out there for. After this, you go home. Mm-hmm. Each of them got to say like a sentence, so it wasn't even like there was an interview. We got to talk to them. They each had a sentence to say. Mm-hmm. So
I know, it was kind of a letdown.
It was a huge letdown. It would have been fantastic.
Get it?
If they did something fun with it. I got the red flags flying left and right. Look at Vanessa Kirby's muscles here. You can see the definition in the arm that even Pedro doesn't have. I'm worried. If any one of these superhero films this year. Oh, and then he even bothers to show the Silver Smurfette in this preview. So we didn't get to see Big red flag, ladies and gentlemen. This doesn't look good for Pedro, for Kevin Feige. Let's see what's Kevin got coming from this year. We already saw the Spider-Man. Captain America is in 4 days, and Daredevil. Maybe I hope it's good. Thunderbolts. This can't be any good. Ironheart. We know that's going to suck. Fantastic Four. I'm really worried. Eyes of Wakanda. I'm not even going to talk about. Marvel Zombies, the cartoon, and Wonder Man, the race swap one.
You're upset. They're not making you happy. And what are they supposed to do?
They're supposed to make me happy.
That's right.
I want superheroes to survive. Okay, this is the very special time in the program where I get to blow my nose. There we go. All right, anyone at home to coffee, drink it.
Drink them now.
Well, I don't know what the hell we're going to leave on the page. You don't have any good-looking women to leave on the page, do we? Nah. Go back to ScarJo.
Did you print out a picture of me? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't do that.
I know, but the way you
Leave Kevin Feige on the board. Well, we can always go back to ScarJo and talk about dinosaurs. Oh, hey, for the men at home, we can put Jaden Smith on the board.
Wow.
Does anyone want to see Jaden Smith? I don't even think his parents want to see him. ScarJo, where are you? Yeah, we can fondly remember ScarJo how she used to be. All right, back to work. Yeah, I'm worried about Jurassic Park, but it's probably going to do better than both Superman and the Fantastic Four, and that's because it's a dinosaur film. Did I what?
Did you like the last three? Jurassic World things?
Dust tracks on the road. Dust tracks. They blew out of my mind the moment I finished watching them. I vaguely remember there was a subplot with grasshoppers.
No, locusts. The slightly scarier grasshopper.
What the fuck were they thinking? We want a dinosaur movie about dinosaurs running amok in the world. And when they showed in the previews, they had a velociraptor running down the streets of, what was that, a Venice or something like that? And, okay, yeah, that looked interesting. That's what we want to see. What do we get? Locusts.
Yeah, but you got Dr. Malcolm. Oh, shit.
Dr. Ian Malcolm.
Ian Malcolm.
Jeff Goldblum phoning it in. Not even, in the old days when you phoned something in, you actually had a landline. He's on a satellite phone in the South Pacific phoning this one. He doesn't even want to be in the same time zone.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's too busy being Zeus in the other movie. I mean, the TV series.
Yeah, what was that? It was some.
I know. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Horrible show. Saw it on one of the streaming services. Probably
it had
Netflix.
Potential to be really good, but it just kind of got there.
Yeah, it was. The premise is, what if the Greek gods were real, and this was a universe in which people still believed in, worshipped Greek gods in the modern age, and Jeff Goldblum gets to play Zeus, who's worried about being overthrown by his wife and children. And Jeff is sort of living the life of a typical left coast billionaire. You got the mansion with the servants and spends all day in sweatpants.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's also keeping Prometheus.
Yeah, his best friend Prometheus is, of course, tied to a rock, having a hawk eat his liver out every day.
And he's our narrator. Played
by a legitimate actor.
Oh, the acting
The cast was legitimate.
Yeah, the cast was legitimate, and the acting wasn't bad.
It was
It's
just
that the whole thing was kind of like,
Yeah. It could have done better.
Yeah. I think they went too heavy on the death thing. Like, Zeus was telling people that when they died, they went to this perfect world or something. And
So why didn't you tell me you were planning on talking about this TV show? I would have printed up things about it, and I would be able to talk about it. Now I sound like an idiot.
I just thought of it now when you mentioned Jeff Goldblum.
Back in the old days, we would really be looking for material. This is back before we really got heavily into Disney, and it'd be like whatever we saw on TV.
I know you mentioned
Now,
Jeff Goldblum.
if we speak about what we saw on TV this week, all I get is Fantastic Four disappointment. But
no, that's not true. We've watched a lot of car chases.
a lot of car chases,
A lot of car chases this week.
which explains one of the comic strips. Yeah, actually, which explains this particular comic strip we're working on, police car chase. I mean, the dog's always like, "Ooh, I'm such a good boy. Can I bite him? Can I bite him? I'm a good boy. Can I bite him?"
Please let me bite the bad guy. Please let me bite him.
Okay, that's gonna be black. Dino's got a beer bottle here. So he's got his pinky out, and he's holding his beer bottle. It's a gang sign. Dino's one of those OGs.
Older grandpas.
In real life, yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And the character Dino is based on is a grandpa, and still alive. Oh, hey, that's the biggest shock thing. He lived a kind of rough life.
Is he our age or older or younger?
Older. He used to work for my father on a construction crew, and when I was doing a comic strip at the time, Truck Dog, I drew a cartoon of him, and it was so insulting that I had to keep it up. Well, caricatures are never meant to be flattering. You're supposed to look at someone and find their most unattractive features and expand upon it. So yeah, Dino started off as a caricature, unflattering caricature.
Mm-hmm.
And this, my Dino is much more educated, better spoken, but still has the same core of this man. He's incapable of change. I oftentimes tell the story, but Donnie Murray apparently went through a winter in New England without a winter jacket. Not out of poverty or any other reason other than he just couldn't get his act together to go out there and buy a jacket.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, we were a construction crew working outside in the winter. Fortunately, it was a bit of a mild winter, but it wasn't,
Wasn't that mild.
Wasn't that mild.
Yeah.
All right, there's our Fido. ScarJo.
And besides, didn't he know that it's the New England uniform to wear shorts and a big heavy jacket in the winter?
So I'm guessing the ScarJo Jurassic World 4, apparently they're going back to the same island from Jurassic World 2. The original one, not the Lost World 2, but the Lost World. Not the...
Not the World Park. The park one.
I guess they have to recover some dino DNA. Haven't they done this before?
What are they doing with all the DNA they've collected? Are they just losing it? Are they screwing around with it? What the hell? Are they making little like dino pets or something? Like what the hell are they doing
So,
with it?
I think the backstory is that all the dinos who've escaped in the world have finally been killed. So now the only dinos left are the ones still on this island.
I would have liked to have seen that story.
I think that's the story we wanted to see.
Yeah.
So they could do a prequel of Jurassic World 4 in which they show us how all the other dinosaurs were killed.
That's the movie.
That's the movie we want to see. I want to see a movie where you got a city scene and there's a dumpster, and rather than a raccoon digging through the dumpster, there are those little compies, running, pulling food out of the dumpster and running off. When a guy like walks down the street and there's a big traffic jam because a T-Rex has started eating people on the bridge. And they get in there with the army and kill these dinosaurs in like the most peck and paw way you can imagine. Slow motion, blood splurts, bullets ripping through the dinosaurs, and because for some strange reason in every movie, no dinosaurs are hurt by any guns. I don't know how that's possible. Now, ScarJo is carrying what looks like a bullpup rifle here. No, it's a regular. It's a regular AR, I guess. Yeah, it's an AR. Armalite rifle. So it's a combat rifle. This thing should take down dinosaurs. See, right there in the background, that's a dinosaur.
Oh, is that what that is?
Ooh, wow. That's great. Scar's just reached that part of her career where she's like a mommy. She's like in her late 30s. This is paycheck time, Scar, Miss Johansson. I hope you got your $20 million.
I don't begrudge her. She kind of.
Oh, hell no. I love Scarlett Johansson. She used to be my favorite actress.
She's just doing her thing.
Back before she tried to be a political influencer. But fortunately, she failed and learned that, well, she doesn't have the power and influence that she thought she had.
Mm-hmm.
I still love her. And, just because a woman is getting older, you don't throw them away, right?
Exactly.
You keep the quality ones behind, like Brie Scarlett Johansson. Geez, I don't know. What do you do with an old actress who's lost her appeal?
Stop it.
So ScarJo is like this far from the wall. It's coming real fast too. In fact, she might hit it during the making of this. She might have hit it during the making of this film, and they're using CGI just to get back to that before you hit.
I'm wondering when it was filmed because
before you hit that. Here we go, Scarlett. This is the wall right here. You're heading that way. Be careful where you step.
Stop. We should have.
The misogyny is strong with this one.
We should have one of these lives be all about putting down some guy.
I don't care what a guy looks like. In fact, we look better. We look better when we get older.
But count.
Well, we can always pull Jaden Smith up.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
If you want to see a manly man, a man's man, a man that men look to. As an example, I can't even say it.
Like what?
As an example of all that is manly, there's Jaden Smith.
What is he doing? Like honestly, what is he doing?
He's got some mental issues, so we can't be too critical, of Mr. Smith, because he has admitted to depression, anxiety, and all sorts of other things
Yeah, I know, but then
that rich kids have.
But you also then take the castle off your head. You know what I mean? Like if you if,
Hey, he was wearing a respectable suit.
I understand that, but he was also wearing a castle on his head. I mean, anyway.
On the internet, they've photoshopped other things on his head, like Waffle Houses. Yeah.
But like you said, I feel badly for people sitting behind him.
I came here to see the Grammys. All I got to see was Jaden Smith's backyard.
I know, we didn't get to see the back of the thing. Did it have like a, little backyard with a pool?
He claims that it's a replica of an actual Transylvanian castle, which
Well, did he make that claim?
Complete fucking bullshit. Of course, it's just it's a toy. It's a toy tossed on his head. But I'm thinking he's got a sense of humor, right? Because we're talking about silly Oscar things. That's not Oscar and Grammy outfits. Kanye's woman comes out butt ass naked. Kanye's woman comes out butt ass naked. Mm-hmm. So Jaden Smith can wear a castle on his head.
There you go.
And that's not a model of any frickin' building in the world. Let's look at this for a second. The doorway.
Well, normally buildings don't have giant heads in them, but okay, yeah.
All right, yeah, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets. Usually they are symmetrical in design. You would never design a turret design like that. This is not a real castle. It doesn't exist in the real world. It's just a funny little headpiece. And it's good to see chitties are coming back. We support them here at Fido the Comic Strip. Thus our support of Sydney Sweeney, whom we hope to see again in some production. And Kanye's looking at you like, you look at my woman, I'm going to kick your ass.
I think people are getting tired of this duo because...
I didn't know he left Kim.
Are you serious? That was like 10 years ago.
Well, he kept on talking about Kim being like the only woman that he could love.
Yes, that was 10 years ago. And I don't know.
I had no idea who this was. In fact, when I first saw her, really, that looks like Kim Kardashian to me. Doesn't it look like Kim Kardashian to you?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Kim.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was part of the joke, was that he just took a replica.
Oh, yeah. That's a Kim replica. That's exactly what that is. This one's probably easier to get along with because she doesn't have that much money herself.
God freaking no.
No?
No.
She's not easier to get along with than Kim.
I don't believe so. Well, actually,
Yay, what the fuck's going on, man? Why can't you get a down-to-earth woman?
Actually, I'm wrong. I don't care for her, but I think it's because she wears shit like this and he wears something that looks like a pimp. I mean, this is not...
Well, here's the thing.
This is not a healthy relationship.
Ye is clean and pressed, and this shirt's never been worn on. Like every black shirt I have will have like stains in the front here. No, Ye looks good, but he does look like he does look like the pimp, the bouncer for the stripper here.
And that's how they always look, though. She always has some sort of ridiculous thing on her, and he looks like that. And I'm saying this is not a healthy relationship. That's
so I know nothing of her. Is she famous? Is she a star?
No. She was like a model.
A model.
Yeah.
No fucking way. Those tits are too big to be a model.
Well, I think that's what she did.
A model. Yeah. Okay. I get you. Quotation marks in there. Just like Steve Harvey's daughter thinks she's a model. Yeah. Not with that butt.
You obviously haven't seen models in a while.
I guess not. Every model I've seen look like an anorexic stick.
Not anymore. There's more body positivity. Remember?
Oh yeah, you're right. There are a lot of Lane Bryant saleswomen acting as models these days.
I think her name's like Bianca or something like that.
Where is? Yeah. No,
Wow.
stand by. Ah, there we go.
They claim Kanye's net worth is $400 million. I would have thought it was a little more.
Well, Kanye spends money.
That's true.
Yeah. We watch a lot of those house tours. Of the the $1 billion mansions over there on what are the names? Emed. Man, I can't remember the guy's name. But there's an Iranian guy and there's a Turkish guy. The Turkish guy makes fun of what the Iranian guy does. So
Yeah, but I think it's all in good faith.
Yeah.
I actually think he's
But there is a property off a beach, probably in Malibu, that Kanye bought for, say, $20-30 million, and then he ripped everything. It was one of those mansions with marble and crap all over the place. But he ripped it down to studs, and got into a fight with the contractor and never finished it, and has left it in its current vacated state. And now he's got to sell it for like a third of the price. So where guys like Tom Brady will buy a house and sell it for triple the price. Guys like Ye buy a house and spend a lot of money on it and sell it for a third.
Why not?
Well, Kanye's done a lot of crazy stuff, so I'm shocked he has any money at all. Because this is a guy who's going to, when he goes off this planet, he's gonna leave penniless.
Oh yeah.
Having made billions in his lifetime, he will come up with a way of pissing all that away. Prediction here at Fido the comic strip. And I feel pretty confident of that one.
Oh, in 2021, his net worth was $1.8 billion. So yeah, he has been.
He's gone down. So from 1.8 billion to 400 million.
1.8 billion.
Yeah.
To 400 million.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said million. I'm sorry. I thought you said.
No problem. Can you imagine that there are that many suburban white kids buying his music? And I thought the music industry has gone down since the days of Napster. I could not for the life tell you a single Kanye West song, or if you played one, I could not recognize it. I've never, ever heard anything he's done. I vaguely remember seeing, I guess, a video he did where Kim is he's on a motorcycle with a blue screen in the background, and Kim is gyrating on him nakedly on the motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
I vaguely remember seeing that, but I couldn't tell you what the song was, if there was a song at all, anything like that. It was.
Oh no.
I am just so unhip and unwith it.
I'm sorry, but there is a song you know.
Oh really? Please elucidate me.
I'm gonna. Wait a second.
That's Kanye West music.
No. That's the
Sounds
ad.
like a doorbell tune.
That's the ad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe if we go to the hit to the
She's a gold digger. You haven't heard Gold Digger?
No.
Oh, all right. You are a little out of things, aren't you?
I remember, as far as Gold Digger goes, Dave Chappelle was had a song out. I know I like Gold Digger, but Kanye West is a crazy N-word.
Yeah.
So that's That's the most I know about Kanye West is what Dave Chappelle has said about him.
And that's all we should know about.
I believe that's all I need to know. And I will not say the N-word. I don't have to say the N-word. Dave Chappelle said it. One of the police chases last night, there was a kid.
Yeah.
There was a kid who wearing a Confederate flag T-shirt with what Heritage Matters.
Yes.
He was black. He was wearing a white supremacist shirt, and he was a black kid. I think he must have been doing. He must have been wearing it ironically. He had a good sense of humor, but it was hilarious. He hid in a bathroom of a supermarket. The cops were chasing him, and they pulled him out of the bathroom stall. And they said, "What's that on his shirt?" That's a Confederate flag. Oh, shit, that's a white supremacist shirt. This kid's funny.
This kid has a sense of humor. I thought you were going to talk about Ice-T.
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I was a cop and I pulled over Ice-T, I wouldn't have recognized him either. He looks just like Kanye here, and they have the same pissy look on his face.
No, he doesn't look like Kanye. But
Kanye with more tattoos.
No. But anyway, go ahead.
Pissy look on his face. And the cop had no idea who he was. And it wasn't until the sergeant came up and the cop had already written him 4 tickets that the sergeant said, "Can we knock it down to 2?" He said, "I already got the ticket for it now." Said, "Oh," and then the sergeant recognized that they were on camera. It would be wrong for me to try to. I can advise the officer, but it would be wrong for me to try to influence the officer to giving you fewer tickets.
That would be bad.
But I guess Ice-T doesn't think he needs a driver's license, doesn't think he needs to inspect, insure, or register, or even have like legal license plates on his vehicle because he's Ice-T.
To be fair, he was on his way to the DMV.
Well, that's his claim. But then the cop asked him, "Well, do you have an appointment with the DMV?" He's like, "I don't need no damn appointment. They know who I am."
No. He said, "I don't need an appointment." And then the guy's like, "Oh, why don't you need an appointment? They know me over there."
At which point, I looked up and I said, "Is that someone we should know?" And the cop is still clueless. The cop still doesn't know. You know, this is the famous actor, rapper, man about town, Ice-T. All I know is he was driving a really nice Porsche. He said, "I got 8 of these. I'm just trying to get them all back on the road." Sure. So this thing hasn't been registered in 2 years? Yeah, well, it's been in the garage. Well, okay. We're still not going to let you drive. Just let me drive it over the registry. No, we're not going to let you drive it over the registry. We're going to have it towed. You're not towing my car. Which always works. Whenever you tell a cop he's not doing something, the cop's going to say, the cop's going to say, "Oh, okay, I shall stop doing this." Who are we looking at here?
Pre-Kanye West Bianca.
Oh, this is this woman.
Yep.
No way.
Yes.
Did she get her titties enlarged?
I think she might have, and plus, I think he's a bad influence on her.
He's a horrible influence on her. She's a pretty woman. Now she looks like a Kardashian.
I know.
My goodness.
That's her before Kanye.
Ooh. Nice legs. Yeah, look, even her legs are better here. Yeah, she's gotten a little fat. Cellulose here. I guess he likes big butts and he cannot lie. Yeah, and look at how much more skin she's got in the neck as opposed to here. You can actually, wow, yeah.
And look at the crazy eyes in this picture.
Yeah, she has a.
And I'm sorry, she was not just a model. She is an architect. And she's now the chief architect of Yeezy, whatever.
Well, that explains the house in Malibu.
Yep.
That he sold for a third the purchase price. No, it's tough in the boo.
It is.
The real estate market is tough in the boo.
Mm-hmm.
with the fires out there in California, they're gonna have a problem rebuilding all these places because the building codes won't allow a lot of the shit they used to have. Nope. I think I screwed up Dino's knee there. As you can see, just with the perspective, that this knee should be up here. Yeah. Now see, does not look better with the knee up there.
Much better. Much better.
Much better. Wow, we have talked our way through this. Is this a show yet? What time is it? We're almost coming up on an hour. Just about a show. Well, let's see. What have we learned? We have to come up with a title here. I know I've never heard Gold Digger, but Kanye West is a crazy.
Digger.
We already used Digger.
I know, but you're gonna have to use it again.
Well, let's talk about ruining women. Who ruins women more effectively, Hollywood or Kanye West?
Kanye West. I'm gonna go with Kanye West.
I can't really use that in the title because I didn't talk enough about Kanye West because I wasn't prepared to talk about Kanye West. Maybe next week we'll have to go into the world of Kanye to figure out if he's really bad with women. Who's worse for women, Kanye or Hollywood? We talked about the Fantastic Four. And Will Smith's kid, Jaden. What do we call it? We need the hardest part of Fido Live number 135 is just coming up with the titles.
I know. And you try to put together the best titles you can, and you succeed, but it takes you time.
I'm going with The Wall. This woman's hit the wall too.
No, she hit Kanye.
Kanye's The Wall.
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
Yeah. Miss Johansson, we certainly do miss your Golden Globes.
Oh no.
This film doesn't look like it's going to be good, but it's going to make $1 billion, and they're going to think we don't have to make good films anymore. See, it made $1 billion.
Chaos. KAOS. That was the name of the Jeff Goldblum show.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sorry, I was looking it up.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, Chaos, the Jeff Goldblum show, we give it a 2. Great.
I was gonna say like a 5. It was kind of middle of the road, but it wasn't enough to keep you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this really going to be out? Yeah, this is our.
What?
Oh, this is going to be our photograph for the thumbnail.
Oh.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you for joining us for Fido Live number 135. Hope to see everyone next week. I'll say goodbye to the folks at Rumble first.
Bye bye.
Yes, and stream. And goodbye to the folks at YouTube.
Bye bye.